Gotta eat this bread before it goes stale. Oh, it's stale. That's stale. Yeah. Halifax, the city where the old house is, which is where I live, in case you haven't been paying attention, is a pretty touristy town. We check all the boxes on the tourist city list. We have historic attractions, we have a big whale tongue that you can climb, and of course there's the Harbor Hopper, which is one of those aquatic amphibian buses which, you know, goes in the harbor and then it hops out. It's the Harbor Hopper. As such, Haligonians, that's the name we have for ourselves, are very aware of what a tourist looks like in our city and what they're probably going to be doing and acting like. So for me, who knows exactly how stupid a tourist looks and has to deal with them on a daily basis, when I go to other places, I don't like to become that. I don't like to be a tourist. But inevitably, that's what I am, because I am touring, therefore I am a tourist. As much as I try to get off the beaten path and explore parts of the city that people who live in the city know about and get a sense of what it's like to live in that city for a few days, not just visit that city for a few days, it's really hard to tap into that, because if you don't know anybody there, there's no way to figure out that I've lived in this city experience without actually living in the city. This was very evident when I went to London, because not only is it a very cosmopolitan city, it's one of the international capitals of the world. On the day that we spent at the Portobello Market, my dad asked me if I had heard any English in the past 10 minutes. I answered yes, because an American had just walked by. In fact, I spent so much time thinking about my tourism and other tourists and what it must feel like to be a Londoner surrounded by amphibian tour machines that I devised 5 questions, which are kind of meaningless, but I thought would be cool to have answers to. What's your name and what do you do? How long have you lived where you live? Have you ever vacationed overseas or in another country? How do you feel you should be treated as a tourist when you're somewhere else? And how do you feel you should treat tourists when they're in your home? I didn't get to ask these questions to the people of London in person, but thanks to the magic of the internet, you can now give me answers in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow.